Greetings, and welcome to Earthling Cinema. I am your host, Garyx Wormuloid. This week's artifact is Birdman, the Oscar-winning masterpiece directed by British prankster Ali G. Iñárritu. The film follows Regan Thompson, a mentally ill former movie star who puts on a Broad Street play in an attempt to jumpstart his car. What? Oh, not car, career. Regan surrounds himself with yes-men, like his best friend.
Are you drunk?
His girlfriend.
You're not funny.
Even his daughter.
You're not important. Get used to it.
There's one guy Regan doesn't like, so he murders him with a light fixture. They have a few previews, which is when you do a fake show for a bunch of freeloaders. Regan gets locked outside in his Walter Whiteys, but fortunately, it goes viral, which is good, even though usually on Earth viruses were bad. A mean critic from the Earth Herald Gazette tells Regan she'll write him a negative review no matter what.
I'm going to destroy your play.
Even if he goes on a reflective journey that leads him to a bold self-sacrifice.
I hate you.
So Regan gets plastered and imagines himself flying around like some sort of bug. Bug is another word for virus. On the day of the big premiere, Regan tells his ex-wife that he tried to kill himself in a not at all suspicious way.
And I tried to drown myself.
Then he goes on stage for his suicide scene, but he brings a real gun instead of a prop gun, also not suspicious. But then out of nowhere, he fucking shoots himself in the head. Everyone cheers because they're so surprised. Regan wakes up in the hospital feeling much better, other than the loss of his mouth awning. The play got a rave review for its super realism, which is a shitty superpower, by the way. And now his family likes him again. Regan tells Birdman to go jump in a lake. Basically the worst thing you can say to a bird, since birds and fish are mortal enemies. Then he climbs out the small glass door in the wall. Moments later, his daughter looks outside and sees a funny billboard. Birdman creates a metatextual conversation through its casting of Buster Keaton's son Michael as the main dude. Just as Regan was famous for playing Birdman, Keaton had starred in the blockbuster hits Batman 1 and Batman Comes Back to Town. Both Regan and Keaton left their comic book stardom behind in the name of artistic integrity.
Michael Keaton, in the story of a man who got a second chance.
Thanks for giving me a second chance to be your dad.
Whoops! This metatextual layer cake contributes to a greater dichotomy within the film kitchen, reality versus fantasy.
Why don't you get your wings in your fucking bird suit, man?
The movie was edited to appear as though it was filmed in one continuous shot, invoking the authenticity of live theater.
She just doesn't love you!
At the same time, the single-shot technique lends a dreamlike quality that makes you feel like you're falling and all your teeth are made of jello. Certain sequences appear natural at first glance, but upon closer inspection prove to be impossible given Earth's physics. For instance, Mike goes from doing a little hankety-pankety up in the rafters one moment to appearing on stage the next. Similarly, at first we think the drumming is simply the film's soundtrack. No big whoop. We've all heard stick music before, but when the action sweeps by a drummer playing the very notes we're hearing, it becomes unclear what is being experienced by the characters and what we are hallucinating because we just OD'd on lewds. Mike Shiner embodies the reality of the theater.
This is the theater, sweetheart. Don't be so self-conscious.
And he keeps some bodies tight. When he's performing, he drinks real liquor and tries to commit real sexual assault.
That's really fuck.
He frequently berates Regan for being fake, never once turning to wink to the camera to let us know he's Edward Norton and the whole thing's just a goof.
Your gun is ridiculous. Get a better one. Have some self-respect.
While Regan is annoyed by Mike's antics, he appreciates the need to sacrifice in order to deliver a genuine performance. His race through time's quadrangle in his tankini bottoms is a metaphor for acting, where one must strip away all inhibitions and let randos see the outline of your forbidden zone, or dong. In shooting himself on stage, Regan is lauded for his authenticity, if not his marksmanship. But in fact, he is simply giving people the same blood, guts, and cheap thrills he gave them in his blockbusters. There is no difference between a lowbrow film or high art theater. It's all a performance, done to win valuable hand claps. This point is underlined by Regan's bandages. Even after being deemed a true artist, he still wears Birdman's mask. Only now, he has returned as Birdman the White. Additionally, Regan has come to embody the character he won't shut up about in his play, looking at the woman he loves through his stupid eye holes.
It was because he couldn't see her through the eye holes.
Ultimately, both of his characters are simply costumes that obscure who he really is, a guy with a purple honker. The ending of the film is left deliberately ambiguous. Does Regan die and merely imagine that his daughter sees him as he sees himself, flying triumphantly over the city?
This is where you belong.
Or, having achieved success and made peace with his family, is Regan's flight actually real? Did they cast Emma Stone just because her eyeballs are so damn big? All these questions and more answered next time. Just kidding. For Earthling Cinema, I'm Garyx Wormuloid. Caw-caw! Caw-caw! Hello, Earth enthusiasts. Craving more movie explorations? Click on this vaguely bat-like man to visit Wisecrack's channel page to find your next video to watch and subscribe. A plethora of new episodes are on the way, so make sure you subscribe to be notified the moment they're released. And if you're looking for more great videos, click on our friend MatPat's handsome face to go over to the Film Theorists channel. MatPat is the master of overanalyzing characters and diving deep into the science and lore of your favorite movies and more. So visit the Film Theorists here, watch a video or two, subscribe, and tell them Wisecrack sent you. Finally, take a minute and visit Wisecrack's Patreon page. Until next time, thanks for watching. Goodbye.